Hello, hearties. This is Catherine Watkin here of Selling from the Heart, and welcome to the second of these interview case studies that I'm doing with former members of the Get More Clients Saying Yes course. And today I'm here with Linda Anderson of tapintoyoursuccess.co.uk. So Linda, do you want to start by introducing yourself and your business? Let people know what it is that you do.
Thank you. So I'm Linda Anderson. I'm a business mindset magician and a tapping coach, an EFT tapping coach. And I work with heart-centered business owners to really dig up the deep roots of whatever's holding them back and making them play small, that makes them procrastinate and wobble on their prices and all that kind of stuff. So we work together to identify and clear out those blocks so they can really market themselves more boldly with more confidence and feel congruent making offers to clients because they actually know in their bones how valuable their work is.
So you did the Get More Clients Saying Yes actually quite a few years ago. Can you tell me where you were at? Where was your business at before you took that course?
Well, about a year before that point, I'd had to transition from having that as a hobby business that, just generated a little bit of income on the side to making a living from it. So I'd finally got my head around the fact that I needed to have some business coaching, and I've been working with a coach to put together packages. I was having a lot of resistance to that. And actually, you, Catherine, were the first person I sold a business package to. And that brought up all my fears and doubts. And I really understood at the end of that conversation that I didn't have a clue about how to conduct a sales conversation in a way that would serve us both. And it was really embarrassing. I did a lot of tapping after that call. But as a result of that, I wasn't getting the clients, even though I was getting into conversation with people, I wasn't able to convert them into paying clients, even when I knew in my heart I could really help them. So it was really frustrating.
So in your case, you had some of your business foundations already. You already had your niche, you already had your message, you already had your packaging and your pricing, but you were having conversations and you just weren't turning people into paying clients. And that was the big issue for you. So all of the other pieces of the puzzle, having those in place without the ability to actually get someone to say, yes, please, I want to work with you and pay you money. The other stuff just wasn't creating a viable business for you.
That's right. And I think there were the two pieces there. There was the mindset piece that I was addressing with someone else for my own kind of insecurities, but there was also the how to. I just didn't know how to do it, and I didn't know there was a way to do it that could feel comfortable.
And tell me what changed for you in your business as a result, and your life as a result of you taking that course.
Oh, lots of things have changed since then. I mean, I don't dread sales conversations anymore. I actually look forward to them because I know it's going to give me an opportunity to connect with the people I'm here to serve and who I love working with. So it's always a joy, whether they sign up with me or not. It's always a pleasure to be having those conversations, and I really look forward to them. I am getting a steady flow of clients through now. And in fact, I'm fully booked until I've got space for one more person before the end of December this year. So I can look ahead and know that all my financial needs are going to be met. I don't have to worry about having to find a job anymore just to pay the bills. And I can sort of relax into it. I've got momentum now in the business, and I'm enjoying it. It's fun. It's not that struggle like pushing a rock up a hill trying to market and sell before. I just didn't want to do it.
So fully booked that you've got space for one more client till the end of December, before the end of December. That is fantastic. That would be the ultimate business dream for a lot of practitioners like you. And the other thing, of course, is that this is working one-to-one with clients, isn't it? That's something that you're very clear that you're passionate about. You don't get excited about the whole take it all online and work with lots and lots of people. Right. You like working with people one-to-one. And of course, you've achieved that point over the last several years. How do you think the fact that you did that course then, say 4 years ago, how do you think that has impacted on your business getting to the point where you are now fully booked so far ahead?
Well, to be honest, I think if I hadn't done that course, I don't think I would still be in business. I think I'd have gone back to a job and I'd be having a hobby business again, because there was no way I was going to make it work without having that support from you and that clarity of how to do that, how to lead somebody through a sales conversation in a way that feels safe and it feels in alignment with who I am. There's no manipulation or convincing. It's just an exploration. It's the first part of our service. And that's what I really love, that you help us to understand that when we don't learn how to do this properly and in a way that feels good for the client, we're not serving them to the best of our ability, and they're going to go away and get the help from someone else.
Yeah, sure. And I think that's what's helped shift it. Because of course, when you go from dreading sales conversations to actually really looking forward to them, like
Yeah.
you said you did, and seeing it as part of your service, that would change all of the confidence and all of the activity that goes into generating them, wouldn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
And just to sort of rewind back to when you did do the course, so you've done some amazing things since, and being comfortable with sales conversations has obviously been a really key part of the foundation to that. What results did you actually get at the time of doing the course, say within that couple of months or within the months immediately following that period?
Yeah, I can't remember the actual figures, but I would say that the course more than paid for itself within a few weeks, and it's since then paid for itself over and over again, because these are skills that we have for life now. I'm never going to dread that conversation again. Whatever I'm selling, even if I switch to something completely different, I've still got that step-by-step process that makes it all feel safe and comfortable for both parties. So we get the outcome that both of us need.
Yeah, and in fact, the course pays for itself several times over every time you enroll a new client.
Absolutely, yeah, completely.
Great. Did you, at the time you joined, did you have any concerns about joining?
I did, because I wasn't getting many clients in. It seemed like a big investment, and I'd already been doing the business coaching. So I did kind of wobble a bit and think, well, what if this doesn't work, But I'm so glad I listened to my instinct and signed up, because it's just made a massive difference to
So your concern
everything.
was, well, I've got a business coach, I've already got my packages, I've got my
Yeah.
pricing, I've got a lot of what she's offering in this course. Is the sales bit really going to make that much of a difference?
That's right.
Great. And where do you think you'd be now if you hadn't decided to do this course?
I think I would. It wouldn't be a business. It wouldn't be sustainable. It wouldn't be generating a sustainable income for me. So I'd have to be doing something else alongside, which was my absolute dread. I really didn't want to go back to paid employment. I wanted to, because I've got this thing that I want to share with people, and I know it makes a massive difference, because some of these blocks are so deeply hidden that we just can't get to them with conscious awareness, and I see it holding people back and sending them back to paid employment as well, which is really not what I want.
Yeah. And it must feel just so amazing for your own financial security to know that you're booking several months ahead.
Absolutely.
It's that moving away from the feast and famine, from the not knowing whether the money's coming in next month, to being able to go, okay, I know I'm good for the next few months. I'll book the next person in for December, then January. Yes,
that's right. And then you can actually plan holidays and feel comfortable about it, not be worrying, oh, how am I going to pay the bill that month? So a lot of things have changed as a result. Yeah.
It's fantastic. I'm so delighted for you, and having seen that journey over that time, because of course, as you said at the beginning, the way we met each other was that I'd come to you as a client initially, and that you didn't have that ability to guide me through that sales, because just by chance that you got me enrolled.
I'm so glad you were one of the first ones, Catherine.
Yeah, well, and because I think it highlighted for us both how there was a gap there for you. Absolutely. Around how you were bringing people in and enrolling them, and just how, it's so wonderful to hear how that's changed so much for you, even over the years following. Because I think one of the things about the sales skills is, once you've got them, you've got them.
You've got them for life.
You've got them, they're embedded, you've got them for life. So no matter what else you do within your business, no matter what else you go off and learn, whatever marketing approaches you might learn, the sales piece stays, because you've put that in place then, where you just
serves you. Yeah.
And what would you say? Sorry, go on.
I was going to say, I think it's a bit like learning to drive or learning to swim. To start with, it can feel really clunky. But the support given in your program, we get lots of opportunities to practice, and it soon becomes kind of second nature, so that you get to the point where you're kind of following the process without kind of analysing it. It's just a natural part of the conversation with the person you're speaking to.
Yeah, it's that going from that conscious, it's that conscious incompetence going through to the unconscious competence, where you're not even aware of it anymore. And what would you say to somebody else who's watching this interview and who's, maybe where you are, on the edge, not sure whether they're going to get what they need from it? What would you say to anyone thinking about joining me this year?
I would say, if you're at all drawn to this, don't hesitate, just sign up, because you seriously won't regret it. There's so much potential there for you to really reach a lot more people, which is what we're all about, isn't it? We're all here wanting to make a bigger difference, and to do that we need to be able to speak to people in a way that they recognize they need what we're offering, and also just feel comfortable and congruent making that offer. And this is what the process gives, you know. So you really can make a difference. And even the people who don't sign up, we know that they're going away with more clarity about where they are, so that they're still going away with something valuable even if they don't sign up with us. Yeah, so definitely. You also get access to the Facebook group, which I think is fantastic. You know, there's that community of people there who are all on the same path. They're all trying to get their stuff out there. They're all struggling with all kinds of things inside and outside to get that going. And it's a really safe place to go in and buddy up and practice the conversations with, and just to celebrate successes and have people kind of pick you up again when things don't go to plan. So that's also a wonderful part of the program.
Great.
I really appreciate that.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Linda. Thank you for sharing your experience and your journey. And I'm sure that many people watching this will be so inspired about how you've gone from, you know, struggling to enroll clients through to being fully booked with a waiting list like that. I think it's just fantastic. And before we wrap up, do you just, if anyone listening to this has, you know, resonated with your message about helping people break through their inner blocks and mindset stuff around business, do you want to just tell people where they can go to find more about you?
Yeah, if they go to tapintoyoursuccess.co.uk, there's a free quiz to help you identify any hidden blocks to money and success there that you can download.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Linda. It's been a real pleasure talking to you today.
Pleasure,
and yeah, I'll say send lots of love to you, and wish you a really wonderful day.
Thank you. You too, Catherine.
Okay,
bye for now.
bye.
Bye.